Yo, yo, it's your boy Khalid. Some of y'all know me as something other than that. You can stick to knowing that, but those of you who don't know, I'm Khalid. And this is my podcast. It's called Speaking Through Silence. It's my first time doing anything like this, but I feel it though, so just walk with me. I'm gonna put legs on this thing, but I want to jump off today with a topic. It's a serious topic for me. I feel like it's definitely needed. We gotta address something that's important. I feel like in all aspects of life, it's important. This topic is important. This individual is important. So we got men lacking togetherness. We got men lacking togetherness due to fear, past issues, hidden agendas, power agendas. It's something that we got to really address because leadership is lacking. Not saying that isn't any leadership anywhere, but I mean as far as men leading men, we don't have men leading men. We have maybe a male or a man leading, younger males, or probably just speaking about things in general, but we don't have any man to man, no iron sharpening iron. And that's something that I feel like is very, very important. Don't know how long my topic gonna last. I got notes. I wrote some things out, and I'm just gonna freestyle. Everything that I do is a freestyle. I'm gonna build this channel up as time go on. It's gonna be about a lot of healthy topics, a lot of things that that's vital. So I want to identify age brackets. We got younger males. We talking preteen to about 20. We got middle-aged males. We talking 20 to 40 range. And then we got older males, or we're gonna say more seasoned males, just due to I don't want anybody to feel anything by what they called or anything like that. So we're gonna go with more seasoned males. We got 45 to 65. Anything above that, that's a senior citizen civilian. They input into the system what they feel. We always grateful to hear from anybody, from a senior citizen standpoint, anybody seasoned. I'm always willing to hear from somebody like that. Typically, those are my friends. I got friends that's in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's real facts. But I do want to identify something with that age bracket. We got preteen to 20, and we all feel like there's a lot of things that can be said about that demographic, that age group. I feel like that's a very important and vital age group when it comes to men sharpening men, and we shouldn't leave them out. I definitely don't. But anybody that feel like the younger generation is a lot to deal with, we want you to understand we need to embrace those young men, because they will be men. And they honestly, a lot of them are impressive. We just don't understand how to tap in with them. So we got middle age, which is the ending age of the younger age. We talking 20, 21 up to 40. I'm in that age group. I feel like that age group brush shoulders with more seasoned individuals and brush shoulders with the younger generation. So we are in between, meaning we the ones. You understand what I'm saying? We saw the beginning. We seeing the ending of an era and a generation, and we was around for a newer generation coming around in between living our generation, if that makes sense to anybody. So I feel like anybody in between that I'm gonna say the golden age is like your mid 30s. I feel like this is my input, but this is my podcast, so I'm gonna have a lot of input. But I definitely like to hear other people's input. That my age group, the golden age group, I feel like we hold the keys to everything. I know for a fact, I know we hold the keys to everything. Some people probably don't understand that, and it's okay, you know. It's respect. It's respect. But I also feel like each age group on the men's spectrum, whether it's younger male or more seasoned male, they really need to really listen to us. To be honest with you, anytime, I feel like they're willing to listen to us. We the only ones that really could grab attention. We the only ones that really could confide in somebody the right way, because we've been around so much where we basically we grandfathered in to intervene in the situation, to school somebody, to inform somebody. So I definitely want individuals in that golden age bracket to like start politicking with somebody you know that's in that age bracket a little more. Basically, iron sharpening iron. The more seasoned age bracket we got, of course, is that 45 to 65 and up. I feel like respectfully, like that's the age group where a lot of things come from. You know, a lot of the mannerisms that somebody from my age group would typically move like somebody like that from that age group. A lot of our fathers, we moved off a lot of things they did because they really captured the essence of what we was going to see. Some of us was, and it depends on the type of seasoned senior citizen you was around, seasoned male you was around. Some moved younger than others. Some moved their age. Some moved a bit more, I can say more seasoned. They didn't really care about moving so new school. They really stayed into their own time frame. Respectfully, I feel like anytime that person is on the stage, you know, you gotta listen, and you gotta applaud too, because a lot of the things that they showed us, that's the reason why we were where a lot of us are. So again, we gotta have a lot of respect for that age group, and I think that age group also need to know that they still got a voice. They still can tap in with my age group. They don't have to be afraid of the other age group. And I highly advise, if you want to confide in a younger male, then you should probably tap in with a golden age male. You probably should tap in with that individual or that age group individual and put that connection in, because that's the insurance to what you're saying will be able to, it'll make sense to the younger individual, because the insurance is there. Meaning it's almost like OG telling you was right, because I went through that. You feel what I'm saying? As if we was third party right here. So I got a lot more to say about the age groups, but I feel like that's later on, and I may get into it too, because I don't remember the direction. You feel me? I do want to say, I feel like in our city, our main issue when it comes to men leadership. Now, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm gonna speak because I've been around. Like, for me to be 35, like, I really been around. You heard? I was around early 90s. I was around early 90s. Like I know, like, my age group, I know they dads and they dads know me. You get what I'm saying? Like I was around they dads. So I seen everything. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Um, Basically, our city is built off of what I've been seeing is built off of competition. So like um, a lot of the men uh, put down competition more than put down the path. They put down um, sometimes not leadership. Um, Again, it's competition, and that's suffer in the city. And I think you know, other age groups, I feel like it's honestly mutated all throughout the city, and it's hard for things to actually happen because it's more competition than anything. And a lot of people don't realize competition mutate into all kind of things. Men, it's very dangerous for men to compete without putting on notice that this is a competition. This isn't you know, this isn't us communing. This isn't us sitting down, building. This is a competition. So that's different. But you can't compete with a man when it's leadership. It's a dangerous mix. It's like oil and water. I don't want to really tap on that too long because that's really something I'll be wanting to really tap into for real. But I'm gonna leave it alone for a little bit. We can't get too much done with, you know, competition basically. This next one's serious for me, man. It's a lot of suffering in the homes and the communities. A lot of men don't have the space to evolve, to lead in the community too. From other statistics, from past lives, things like that. A lot of men haven't seen a leader. Some men seen leadership that was so superior or so superb that the only thing they can do is look back on it and like miss it, but they can't turn into it. Either they don't know that they could, or they just don't really have it. You know what I mean? A lot of homes suffer due to issues with, you know, a dad and a mom. Dad can't be in the life for circumstances going on. The father can't be there, whatever. I don't have children, but this is just me understanding and listening to people and just watching. You know, you have younger boys growing up, wanting to be young men, wanting to, you know, get outside and do things, but they can't because there's no man around. And then the moms, they can't really just say go on because they responsible. So a mother probably typically is gonna protect the son more than push the son. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times young men suffer earlier on from becoming a man earlier on, or have to be delayed being a more of an equipped man later on, just because, you know, nobody was around. That's a sensitive topic right there. You often have some men that have to come into homes and kind of demonstrate a little bit, like an authority figure. Yeah, it's just, I'm not here to, I hope it don't sound like I'm here to say things that like bring down on man right now, but a lot of things really not happening because of man right now. Man not being man right now. I'm not saying that as a man, like you not being a man. Sometimes it's things in the way of you being able to demonstrate being a man. This I know for a fact. Another one too that's slept on. It's difficult to be around other men that exercise and thrive being men. You know, some men know how to be leaders. Some men know how to be a part of leadership. Some people have a spirit about them that they got a showmanship spirit. Some people got a camaraderie spirit, meaning like somebody may want to always look good. Somebody over here may always want to be a part of the process. They may not want to look good. They may just want to, you know, they may want somebody else to be the person that look good, you know. They just want to be a part of it. It's different types of men. And the reason why I say it's dangerous for men to be around each other and be in competition, because you lose sight of your natural given ability to counsel amongst men. You lose the ability to be sharp enough to sharpen another man because you're worried about what this person doing that you can't do, or things like that. This is something I know for a fact. I'm involved in a lot of this. A lot of these things I can speak on because I've been through it. I'm at an age now where I've been through enough things where I have enough time under my belt where I can honestly say I've been through more things than I would have thought that I could have been through. So that's the reason why I speak on these things like this. I've been in situations where I've seen, you know, men distance themselves or exit because a different type of man has come around. This is, like I say, man, it's a typical. It's typical, but this is very sensitive. I don't think a lot of people have been able to put insight on this, and that's why I feel like the topic and the name of the podcast, any topic gonna fit, because everything I'm speaking about is gonna be things that's in the silent that I choose to put out there in the forefront, because I just been in the cut for a long time, and I've been understanding and seeing different builds of men, and I love being able to see different builds of men, because I would like to be around the best of men, the best men that there is, because I would love to be around superior things, because I just automatically feel superior. And I'm gonna respect a man for being superior, as well as I expect that man to respect me for being superior. So it's hard for me to be around a weak man, you know. Very difficult for me to be around a weak man, because on top of my my strength, I'm different. My spirit is different. You know, I can pick up on you. I can pick up on a spirit, and I can tell immediately what's going on with somebody, because everything is like a stage of me. You know what I'm saying? And everything is still. And the first movement, it shows me what the emotion is. So people move emotional, and they don't understand that. So I'm able to see a lot of things. So I'm often by myself, and the men that I am around, they respect me enough for us to be on a playing field. And I'm not gonna say things don't get sticky around men with me, because you know, I don't fall out with a lot of people, but I'm gonna say that I feel like some men get to a point where they wanna test what they don't know. And I just think that that's just a natural thing. But We need to make that unnatural. Right? Stop testing something that's proven. Because what it's going to turn to is it's going to turn into a burnt relationship. It's going to turn into I realize I'm sharper than you. You understand what I'm saying? And you're pretty dull. You feel me? So again, you know, I don't want to sit on it too long, but you can tell where a lot of my feeling be at in certain topics because I might sit on it a little bit. This a real one too though. As men, we suffer in the physical. We suffer in the physical, we suffer in the emotional, we suffer in the spirit. I feel like we suffer more these days than other days, even though I haven't experienced other days. I just look at scientifically things, numerics and whatnot. It's a lot to have a heavy head from these days. And to any man out there, any boy out there, any young man out there going through something, I'm gonna say this, that the only peace, the only closure, the only gratification you get from this life is inspiring another man to be his best self. If you don't move around like that, it might be tough. It might be tough. You might be looking around trying to figure out where you at with it, but the number one rule is to be a man amongst men. A lot of men suffer. I have friends, you know, homies or whatever. They have children, and I hear about things that they go through with their children. Man, I feel like it's a tough thing, you know. I've been in 2 relationships where each woman had a child, like one child, and 2 relationships. The first one, it was a young boy in the relationship. She had a young son, and this is my only experience with children in a relationship. What I noticed though was that young man. He's a young man now. I can tell he was picking up on who I was, and he was really getting close to me. And he was really, I feel like with me not having kids, I found out that a kid will show you what things are about. Even though you're the leader, a kid will still naturally, they have this gift to show you what life is about. And for me not to even have kids, and I say that, I'm pretty sure it resonated with a parent if you're going to be watching this. If you're watching this. I noticed that young boy, like, I can tell, you know what I mean? And I didn't hear it, but I was in a situation where I was told that he said he wanted me to be his dad. And I don't think me not having a child, like, when I first heard it, it was kind of like, it wasn't like I would sleep on it. It was like I was stuck. You know what I mean? Because again, a child they got ways of doing things that it's like a gift, you know what I mean? And it'll keep giving too. But later on, that relationship ended, and I'm pretty sure I heard her say, like, you know, I gotta fix this now. You know what I mean? And I didn't want the relationship to end. It ended however it ended. But like I say, the kids matter so much in those ending relationships to me, because I develop a relationship with the child. So when I see friends of mine having issues with the mother of their children and they can't see their children, like I really I honestly hope for the best for the woman and my friend. You get what I mean? Because it takes two. You know what I mean? The second relationship I was in, it was a little girl, um, and I tell you, it's a special child. You know what I mean? Children are special. Both of those children were special. A little girl is a little different because um, we all understand the female gender is sensitive. Um, so you automatically gonna visually, emotionally, all things. It's a softer, it's a more gentle approach. Um, and I always remember this. I always think about this. And it kind of like it don't make me sad or anything like that, but it let me know I was doing my job as a male figure. Um, I will always, pay attention to our surroundings. But in my car, um, I would pay attention to the surroundings, but I would always make sure my rearview mirror, I can see her, but I can also see other things. Um, and again, I'm observant, so I would be my seat sit back, so I would be sitting back, and it's a child in the car, right? It's two adults in here, it's a child in the car. So me not having kids, it's a child in the car. So my antennas is up. You understand what I'm saying? And I care about this baby. You feel me? So I would look back and catch her, like she'd just be staring at me like stuck. Again, I used to be stuck by it sometimes, but I began to realize what was going on. She was beginning to see me in a certain light. And after that relationship ended, I was told that I couldn't speak to that child anymore, but not to open up anything or whatever like that. But I still think about both of those children, and I wish them well. And I'm sitting here saying that not being able to talk to them or see them grow up, or just be like, you don't even understand, you being a child, you did something for me. Because they get older and they probably don't understand things. But yeah, I gotta say, I understand how they feel in a small picture. And my small taste of it, I couldn't imagine a whole lifestyle of that. I wouldn't imagine it. But again, I really hope that as men we can come together, and somebody such as myself, someone such as friends of mine, and other men without children, with children, seeing your children, not seeing your children. Like, I hope that one day we be able to all give each other some type of satisfaction and understanding of, like, we'll make this all better so that this will be a thing of the past. Or this will be a thing that we give remedy to, and the image will change. Just due to us stepping up and being leaders. All praise to Allah. When it comes to those things, I really wish for absolute peace amongst parents and children, inshallah. Men of different ethnicities, they make or break leadership too. Again, I'm freestyling, so some things I may have meant something different when it was illustrated. I may be able to reel that back in, or I may be talking about what I was illustrating, or I may put a different twist on it. Who knows? But I've been in surroundings in different quarters. I've been on football fields. I've been in trucks. I've been everywhere with different types of men. And it's a difference with every type of man. It's the same when I'm with my brothers of my descent, and I kind of feel like it's the same with others. But there is a difference. There's a difference in all different realms of it. There's even differences when I'm with my brothers. I didn't believe I was gonna be talking this long either, so I'm actually cool. I kind of wanted them to be like 30 minutes, but I think this is serious deal. I may even do I think I'm gonna do a part 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2. Well, I noticed that with different men, we run into my differences sometimes when I'm with different men. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in situations where a man that wasn't built like me, and we had to work together. I have a sports background. I'm not a small person either. So, you know, I can get busy, you know what I mean? So when I'm around somebody that don't get busy like I get busy, it could turn into you know what I mean? It could turn into something. But I've been around all different kind of men, you know what I mean? So, and in different situations. So I've been around men that can't make it out of that. You know what I mean? They get stuck in it. They get swamped in it, and it's hard to be around somebody like me because it's always going to be pressure. You understand what I'm saying? And it's only going to be pressure because iron not sharpening iron. You understand what I'm saying? It's something dull going on, and that's not my fault. Never going to apologize for being sharp. You know what I mean? So I've had situations that transpired out of that. Even with my own kind, I felt like I've had situations where it just turned into we different men. And I say, even though this is about different ethnicities, this is still about different sculptures of man. You know what I mean? Again, I've been around individuals that demonstrate just like me, and I'm thrilled to be around that individual because now we can smile, now we can laugh because you know we're looking around worried about what's in the negative. Everything is in the positive. You know what I mean? Like I don't have a negative, you don't got a negative, we in the positive. Let's keep it going. You know what I mean? I've been in situations where on the intellect level, it just was different. And it could have been like job related. It also could have been, pertaining to a possible quarrel. Like it could have turned into an issue, but me explaining something, trying to articulate myself, and me realizing that the person that I'm talking with, they're not intellectually capable of keeping a conversation with me, then it turns into an issue. You see what I'm saying? So again, being a man, you got to just be sharp. I don't care what nobody say because I'd rather someone look at me as I like to be sharp instead of I can't do anything. I can't compete with this. I'm not sharp enough. That's a problem. We had 34 minutes, close to 35 minutes. I'm a stop it right here. And we're going to do a part 2. And I'm going to see how the people take it. Because again, this is Speaking Through Silence. This is my podcast. And this is day 1. Much love. Inshallah.